Hello, so I'm going to make a video for you about my industrial piercing. I get asked a lot of questions about it, so I figure I'll just make a quick little video and, talk about it. Quick and painless. But anyway, so this is what it looks like for those of you who don't know what it looks like. I love this piercing. I think it's really cool. But I actually had gotten it a few years prior to this. I got this last April, 2011. I got it on my 18th birthday, the day after my 18th birthday, because I was like, oh, I'm finally 18, even though I've been getting tattooed and pierced since, I've been getting pierced since I was 12, I've been getting tattooed since I was 16, so it wasn't really, it was more so like, hey, I can do this on my own, fuck it. So I went and did that. Nothing, too exciting, I guess, out of the ordinary. Typical cliche shit when you turn 18. Turn 18, oh, I can buy cigarettes now, I can get piercings and tattoos, I can go to Twin River. But anyways, so that's besides the point. Getting it done, the first time I got it done, it just didn't work out for me. I have very sensitive ears, so it wasn't the piercer, it was just because my ears don't take well to piercings, that it stayed swollen, and it was very, very painful all the time. It was really just pussing, and just my ear was just like cauliflower ear. It was just gross. So I took it out, and that was maybe when I was like 13. I am 19 years old now, so that was, 6 years ago. And I was a little reluctant to get it done the second time just because the first time didn't go so well, so I'm like, well, what if I have to go through this again? That was really painful and a waste of money. And, all that good stuff. So I went and got it done anyways against, my better judgment, and I was like, well, you know what, it won't hurt to try. So getting it done is not too bad. They start off on the lower part here and pierce through to the top. With the jewelry, the ball is on this end here, and this one isn't on. They use a hollow needle to pierce it, and they didn't clamp my ear. I don't think that they can clamp the ear. It's not the type of piercing you can clamp it with, but yeah, so then they just push it through the jewelry and then out the side, obviously, and you screw it on and clean you up and send you on your way. Healing process, not too bad. Getting it pierced, a little bit painful. I wouldn't say it wasn't too bad. It was, it was mediocre. As long as you don't hit it on anything right after you get it pierced, because it's still sensitive, it shouldn't be too bad. So you kind of want to try to keep your hair out of it, though, because you don't want it to get all tangled in there and whatever. But the second time I'd gotten it pierced, it was doing the same thing the first time. It started to it was still swollen and crusty, and it was like, let's see, it was like July about the time I finally got it to heal properly. So like, what, April, May, June, July, so like 3 months-ish, which I guess is about the normal time for a piercing to heal, maybe give or take, depending on the piercing. Some piercings take longer than that. And like, when piercings are healing, like some of them, when they heal, they don't look like they were just freshly pierced, like they're new, but they don't look like you just got it that day. Well, this still did, and I'm like, this isn't normal. So you're not supposed to do this, so if you guys like leave me all these like nasty comments about, oh, you're not supposed to do that, don't you know what you're talking about, blah 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 blah. I always love, this is my favorite, when someone's like, oh, I'm 14 and I know this. Like, okay, I'm happy that you are aware of how old you are. So, I'll admit, you're not supposed to do this, and I know that, and I did it anyways, and it worked out for me, so if you do it, but if it doesn't work out for you, everybody's different, so you're taking your own risk. I use rubbing alcohol to try to, clean it up and dry it out, which actually worked. I took like the little rubbing alcohol, like moist towelettes, and just kind of, there's like bubbles and stuff, so I just kind of like squeezed the bubbles out and got all the fluids out and just wiped it up and just did that for like 2-3 days, and it finally healed, and now it's good. So it's nice. So yeah, my healing process, aside from it being a pain in the ass, it wasn't painful unless I hit it on something. It wasn't just, you know, throbbing all of the time. I've never changed the jewelry on this. You can buy industrial bars, but to me that's kind of a waste of money and stupid, so I just leave the one that I got it pierced within. Trying to think. What else is there really to say? It's just, I always usually get like, did that hurt? Like, yeah, you know, it was painful getting it pierced, but it's quick and like that, and it's done, and then, you know, it hurts like the first couple hours, and it does throb the first couple hours, it does hurt. So you can take like a Tylenol or Motrin after that. The only thing, the industrial piercing itself is kind of annoying sometimes, despite how cool it looks, in my opinion. I find it to be kind of annoying because it gets caught in your hair. Like when I'm going to put my hair up, it actually does it right now. You see there's like this piece of hair that gets stuck in it, and then it's just annoying because it's stuck around it, and I'm like, then I have to pull my hair back down and, you know, do it again, and it's just, that gets to be annoying. When you're brushing it and you get it caught on the brush, that fucking hurts. When you go and get it done with like your hair cut or whatever, and they always, every single time, it never fails to happen, they always get it caught on their freaking comb, and then they're like, oh, I'm sorry, dear. Meanwhile, like, half of them have industrial piercings, so I'm like, people should be aware that this possibly exists. Be a little bit more observant, will ya? Because they always put your hair back, too. Like, they always. So I'm just like, yeah, so it gets caught in your hair, and it is, a pain in the ass when brushing your hair, because a lot of the times you hit it and it hurts, or, you know, it just gets in the way. So it can be one of the more annoying piercings, but a lot of the times I don't even know that it's there. So, but alright, this video is like 7 minutes long, so I'm gonna stop rambling because, yeah. Alright, so if you have any questions, if I didn't answer a certain question, feel free to ask me and I will definitely reply. If you're going to get it pierced, I wish you the best of luck with it. I hope that it heals better and easier for you than it did for me. And, alright, I don't know. Bon voyage. I'll see you guys later.